COVID. COVID.
This video
COVID.
is brought to you by you, COVID.
A new campaign designed to say you, COVID. I'm Nate.
And I'm Nicole.
And this is Drink for the Trauma, a show where we talk about anything and everything because...
Who wouldn't?
And who couldn't?
Right.
So
f***ing depressed.
It's the worst.
I hate this.
Christ.
Guys, we've been on a little hiatus because life has sucked. My grandma died, and it's super sad. She was like my rock. She is the one who used to roast me and believe in me, and I might cry this episode. I don't know yet. I'm going to pour one out for her.
Yeah.
I sure did. Just pour it on the table.
You did.
Mm-hmm.
But she would have hated
I'll pour
that.
the entire...
She would have hated that. She would have been like, clean that up right now.
Oh, Nicole.
On the table.
Why would you do that? We don't need dramatic effects. My grandma was like very much a boss old lady. She was like, I'm going to go buy myself a new car. This was last year. She goes to buy her new car. She, gives the guy all of her information, but for whatever reason, the guy made a house call. Have you ever heard of that in your life?
I have never heard of that.
Have you ever heard of that?
Not once. Especially during COVID.
COVID. This is like peak COVID. She lets this dude come to her home to sign some papers that she forgot to fill out. To me, that's very sketchy. So I believed everything that she was about to say. She was like, yeah, that guy came to my house today to have me fill out those papers, and he took a picture of my license and social security card. And I was like, what? She was like, yeah, on his personal phone. And that's not the worst part. I can't find my house key. And my dad called us and was like, I need you and Nate to go to her house tomorrow because I think he's going to go steal all of the things in her house because he has her house key.
Oh,
and he knows where she lives.
I was fully prepared to kill
and
someone.
you guys
for
are going to have to
minutes.
stake out the house.
I would have done it.
All the way.
100%.
She was everything.
But then she found the key.
In her pocket the next day. In her pants pocket the next day. She was like, oh, by the way, the whole key story, found it.
We were ready to kill someone for her, and it was in her damn pocket.
That's why we've been MIA for a month, because it has sucked. Life is trauma.
Yeah, life is trauma. Every day is a traumatic
Every
moment.
day is a trauma day. We're going to talk about therapy this episode because that's what got us to this very point. Because before this, I promise it was not a cute time.
I mean, it's never been a cute time for me. So it's been a lot of different cycles of therapy. And I guess that's what got me here. I don't know. But God bless.
Yeah, God bless therapists.
Yeah.
I'm doing much better than I did when I lost my mom because therapy. My first therapist that I ever went to, it was during when I was actively losing my mom. And this woman, this little hobbit ass bitch, had a recliner and a regular metal chair. Why am I sitting in the metal chair? Bitch, let's switch seats. Let's musical chair it up because I'm supposed to be the one telling you and relaxing. You're like, and tell me about that.
I was not ready for you to be in the metal chair in this story.
I am a metal chair. Here's a note to all the therapists. Can you please stop writing shit down? Can you just listen to me?
They can't.
No.
They won't know how.
No. Just listen to what I'm saying, and maybe me evoking that emotion will make you remember what the I'm saying. You don't have to write it down. Hey, 1 second. What'd you say?
No. They're in bed at night being like, all right, so she said, wow, that's crazy.
Jordan was like, you have to go to therapy. He would come home and find me in the closet in the fetal position, just screaming in the corner. And he's like, who's that demon over there? Oh my God, that's her.
You needed to go to therapy.
I had to go to therapy.
Yeah.
But this woman was absolutely not it. As I'm telling her about my life and my mom is not doing well and she's dying from cancer, she was like,
I hate that.
And how does that make you feel that your mom's dying from cancer and not getting better? Honey, how the do you think it makes me feel?
How would it make you
Shitty.
feel?
Right.
Terrible.
Has anyone ever looked at you and been like, I feel fantastic about that?
well, I feel good that happened
I
to
love
me.
it. Like,
And that's such a stereotypical thing to do. But I had a therapist when I was first going to see like people for my depression, anxiety, whatever. And I went to this like institute where they teach people how to be therapists. So they have all these like students that do it for free.
no, not a student therapist.
Should have taken that as a sign. This guy had to have been like 4 years younger than me. Like he was young. And he's like, okay, so why don't you start by telling me what you're going through? And I'm like, okay, well, I want to kill myself on a daily basis, but I can't because I won't bring myself to do it. I'm extremely sad and depressed. I'm not happy. I'm not satisfied. I'm not satisfied in my relationships or anything. And he's like, okay, so
Nervous as that you said that.
okay. So how are you feeling? How are you feeling about that? And I'm like, I don't know. How would you feel if you felt like killing yourself on the daily and you felt depressed and anxious and unsatisfied? And he was like, well, I guess not. I guess not really good. I guess not very good.
Right.
So we're actually out of time for today. So would you
That
like
was
to
it?
schedule? Oh, literally, I kid you
on
not.
that note.
It was like a 15-minute intake, and he was like, so would you like to schedule another appointment with me? And I was like, no, I
And
would
you want
not.
to kill yourself? Oh, okay. Well, our time here is up.
Okay, so you want to die. I do have another patient. Somebody else. Sorry, another patient. Somebody else is coming in. Like, what the?
I finally found this like angel woman. She's like a little holistic ray of sunshine named Jane. Jane was my savior. She really got me to where I am today because, tragedies happen. We all have trauma, but I'm able to like take it and then move on with my life.
Yeah. That's great. That's the point of therapy, is to like educate you on coping mechanisms to make it not so heavy and to give you
to make you
tools.
not be screaming in the closet. Yeah.
Right.
As much as I love Jane, she was like, Nicole, you've made such progress and this is so wonderful. And I was like, Jane, I know you're very like a holistic kind of person. I've always wanted to go to some kind of like psychic medium to like communicate with my mom. And I know that some people are like, wow, what a f***ing idiot. But like, I think that that's a real thing that can happen.
Yeah.
I don't know who's going to help me, but it's sure not the lady from f***ing spiritual healing that Jane suggested. We can just cut to that clip really quick. Let me back it up. Let's do that. You're going to have to help me out with this one. That was like my last little taste of therapy.
I mean, I wouldn't go back into therapy after that.
I was like, you know what? I am healed. Not all the way. No one will ever be fully healed, but like, I'm some kind of healed because I'm never f***ing doing that again.
I've been looking for a therapist for a while now. And I'm currently working with a social worker who is not a therapist, but she's helping me find care and helping me like do all these things. And she's great. She's a sweetheart and I love her. She'll do these screenings with me. She'll do these like depression and anxiety screenings. And they're on a scale of like 1 to 3, I think. I think it's 5. It's like no days, some days, most days, almost every day, and then every day. So she's asking me these questions and she'll always say like the same thing after each one, which is like appreciated, but not necessary at all. She'll be like, so in the last 2 weeks, how many times have you felt like you would be better off dead? And I'm like, 165.
Oh no.
And she's like, thank you. And I'm like,
you.
what is this? Like a survey
appropriate
for like
response.
no,
Not
that's
the
just not like a
one.
Coca-Cola like customer
you.
marketing. Thank you. Every single in the last 2 weeks, how many times have you felt like you were worthless or like your family was disappointed in you every day? Thank you. Thank you.
If I told someone that I want to kill myself every day and they said, thank you, I think I would take the hint. This is exactly why I cannot be a therapist. For those of you who don't know, why, yes, I do have a bachelor's degree, also in psychology, another worthless degree. And I could never imagine myself being a therapist. I wouldn't say thank you, but my patient would be like, I think a lot that I'm worthless. And I'd be like, honestly, me too.
Honestly, do you want to get a drink?
Me too. Do you want to hang out after this? And we'll like talk about it. I always think I'm worthless. Good thing I just wipe people's asses for a living instead now. Like,
Yeah, basically same.
Got it. Older people, and by older I mean like 50-year-olds. Yes, I do mean you guys. They don't understand what mental health is. I was telling my dad about me like crying in the closet, and my dad was like, the closet? And I was like, oh, you don't even know about the closet. And I was like, Dad, I used to, like sit in the closet in the corner on the floor in a ball, like screaming, crying about losing my mom. And he was like, I'm really distraught about that. And I was like, I know, me too. And he had no idea. He was like, I just don't get therapy. Like, what is a therapist going to tell you that you don't already know? Hey, don't be sad. Like, I was like, that's absolutely not how therapy works. Therapy is not like you go there and you sit on the metal chair and they're like, don't be sad. And you're like, oh my, of course. You know what? I'm not even sad anymore. I'll just go.
Do I think that there's a lot of things that we already know about ourselves in terms of like dealing with stress and whatever? Sure. But I think that when it gets to a point that it's so debilitating, you have to have somebody kind of like
pull it out of you. Yeah.
And even when I'm in situations where I'm like, I'm actually like doing okay, having somebody to talk to who's unbiased,
so therapeutic,
not a friend, not family, no one really, like somebody that doesn't know you and can talk to you objectively.
Absolutely.
I think it's so important.
Oh, it is.
And I really, really, really want a therapist. Again,
Me too. If any of you are out here, call 1-800 get us a therapist.
We gotta have one. Maybe just one for us both.
Right. It'll be like a 2-for-1 deal. But all jokes aside, therapy and mental health in general is really, really important, because if you can't find ways to cope or laugh or do whatever you do to get through those traumatic moments in your life, it will kill you.
Oh, yeah. It'll eat you from the inside out.
Absolutely.
It's awful. We want to thank our sponsor, Spindrift, for always being there for us, even through the tough times. When we don't have therapists, we turn to you. You're the best.
I turn to you for the strength to be strong.
For the
will to carry on. Thank you, Spindrift. Join us.
It's real fruit, so we offer you to join us.
Join us,
Please.
Spindrift.
Thank you.
Right. I just want to personally dedicate this episode to Nancy Cavallaro. I'll pour another one out, because who wouldn't and who could? Thank you guys for joining us, and we'll see you next time on Drink for the Trauma. What a tragedy.
Dude, I swear, if I don't find a therapist soon, like I am.
I know it. Who needs therapy? Us.
I have to get one.
I'm a
My
metal
whole life
folding.
has been a metal chair.
I am a metal folding chair.
It's a hard knock life
Without insurance.
Yeah. Anthem, Blue Cross, and Blue Shield.
They can off.
Seriously,
all these insurance companies.
Cigna, suck every day. Aetna.
Everyone. Oh, Aetna literally can like go.
Don't even get me started on
If Aetna told me it wanted to kill itself every day, I'd say, do it, bitch.
Aetna, the corporation.
On a scale of 1 to kill yourself, where are you, Aetna?
100.
Every day, do it. I almost shit my pants. I really thought that was a ghost.
Oh.
All right, well, we're like almost done here. So I'll say it again. This episode... Kill me all. And it's too late, baby, now it's too late. Your brain is really f***ed up.
Yeah. We want to go ahead and thank our sponsor, Spindrift, for
Not
fucking
me,
being
like,
with us.
slowly bringing it into me. You're like, hey, we want to thank our sponsors, and here's me.
We're going to go. No, we're not. It's the dog.